New NFT mints on an old favorite blockchain. Will big oil enter crypto? And 52% of American voters agree on this. My name is DZ, and this is your nightly crypto news wrap-up. Let's get it. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse took to Twitter yesterday to announce what he calls an incredible milestone. NFT minting functionality is now possible on XRP Ledger, or the XRPL. Why is this such a technological leap? Unlike digital collectibles on other networks, Ripple Labs has enabled NFT minting without the use of smart contracts, which they say makes XRPL-based NFTs more secure and less vulnerable to attacks. It also aims to solve issues surrounding network congestion with faster and cheaper transactions using the long-awaited XLS20 proposal. Ripple's Director of Engineering, Nick Bougalis, proposed the amendment last year and it was supposed to go live in September of 22. A bug was discovered pre-launch and the update needed another few weeks to be camera ready. The road ahead looks bright with Ripple CTO David Schwartz hinting at further enhancements and tokenization of assets on XRPL. Tokenization of assets means everything from collectibles and real estate, traditional assets like stocks and bonds, and venture capital funds and commodities on the blockchain. At this point, we might think of NFTs as cartoon animal JPEGs, but protocols like XRP are thinking about NFTs as a whole lot more. Non-fungibles on XRPL will have automatic royalties built in and leverage auction functionality, storage, and co-ownership of NFTs. The SEC might have think they have Ripple all tied up in court, but the company is still building. Now let's turn it over to Frankie Candles for the Market Watch.
Thanks, DZ. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do a little market watch as we've finally gotten that volatility we've been expecting after the Fed meeting, and things have gone a little bit crazy today. We've got Bitcoin coming in at $20,142, down about 1.5% on the day. We've got Ethereum coming in at $15.18, down about 3.8, almost 4% on the day. Now, guys, I do want to bring you over to the Bitcoin chart because we are coming up to some pretty interesting levels of support. Now, the higher time frames do look like they may want to cool off in the longer term just a little bit more, but we are coming up to this local golden pocket. And not only is this a local golden pocket, but it's also a local value area low. We do also have a spider line coming in at this level, so we do have some confluence here, making this a strong level. And we also have a slight bullish divergence forming here on the 1 hour. Not printing just yet, but getting pretty close. So we could see a short-term bounce. However, the higher time frames are looking like they want to come down a little bit deeper. However, I'm not going to get worried until we break that level of about 19,600, the same level we were talking about yesterday. If we break this golden pocket, I would expect a quick move through this low volume gap right here, straight to the 786 fib level at about 19,800. And if we break this level and come down to test this 19.6 level, this is where I am hoping for a very strong bounce. If we do not get a very strong bounce off of this level and we bearishly retest this value area high, I am expecting to make lower prices for Bitcoin, potentially coming back down to revisit the range lows in the 18,000s. And like we were talking about yesterday, nobody wants to see that. I think we spent enough time at these levels. So although we could come down a little bit more, I am not freaking out until we break that $19,600 level. And if you guys want to learn more about technical analysis and how to make money trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Frankie Candles, and you can follow me at Frankie_Candles on all socials. Back to the news.
Thanks, Frank. A hash rate world record was set yesterday with a brand new all-time high happening just a few days after the last one. Capriole Fund founder Charles Edwards tweeted his commentary on the new peak, saying he believes highly efficient government and oil companies are likely already entering crypto mining. And although higher hash rate can be bearish in the short term, long term this is bullish news as companies with new capabilities enter the space. Earlier this year, ExxonMobil was found to be working with Crusoe Energy Systems to mine Bitcoin in North Dakota, and a byproduct from the oil industry called gas flare energy is increasingly being used to power Bitcoin. In fact, Argentina's YPF, the country's state-owned energy company, said it would convert gas flare energy into crypto mining power. Cointelegraph published a piece back in 2020 that predicted that oil companies will dominate Bitcoin mining by 2025, and it looks like they're on track to actually be right. Slumping crypto prices are hard on companies that use mining as their only way to stay profitable, but as always, blood on the streets can mean opportunities for newcomers, especially when those newcomers have mega energy resources and very deep pockets. From the economy to education and the very meaning of democracy, there's not much that isn't on the US midterm election ballot. A recent Grayscale Investments poll revealed another issue that's top of mind for many Americans, and that's crypto. 52% of participants in the study agreed with the statement. Cryptocurrencies are the future of finance, with 44% seriously considering adding digital assets to their portfolio and 37% using a candidate's view on crypto as a sticking point when voting. 81% want clear regulations, with the majority wanting those regulations to benefit the consumer first. Pay attention, Sam Bankman. Looks like the American population doesn't want regulation for the sole purpose of making you the overlord of everything crypto. Go figure. According to payment gateway AAA, around 46 million Americans, or 13% of the total population, already owns crypto, with 81% of American adults knowing at least something about it. Catch up on Bitcoin and the new digital economy with a BitSquad exclusive deal on my new book, Catching Up to Crypto. Link in the description below. That's all I got. DZ out.